It's day 8, and I'm so excited about day 8 because I want you to immerse yourself in some of these recordings that I've put on the centered flute. I want you to listen to the Emmanuel Pahud version of the Suite in B minor by Bach, and I want you to listen to a masterclass with a Baroque flute being demonstrated, and there's also a nice introduction to the Baroque flute, which I think will be enormously helpful in your understanding of how this piece was written and what instrument it was written for. And it's so great to hear the grandfather or the grandmother of your flute and all that it could do, all that it couldn't do, and what the composer was thinking of as he wrote it. I want you to also think about picking up maybe a journal or something that you can write with. I ordered these books that you maybe have looked at that I put on the centered flute. Books by Mira Patel, talking about fear, talking about dreams and hopes and goals and things that we could do to make them come true. So with all of these things, you have a lot to do. We're going to practice our chromatic scale and we're going to practice sight reading, and then you're going to do some listening. So I hope you enjoy. Here we are on the chromatic scale, ready to start off nice and slow on day 8. Remember, as we warm up, it's a good time to do long tones, and just think about what kind of shape you are in for the day. Is there tension anywhere, or are you all ready to play? Usually there's tension or we're tired, so this is a good time to wake ourselves up and start standing tall and breathing deeply. I'm going to set the metronome on at 60, and we're going to play up to high A. Let's slur everything, slur up and slur down, and breathe deeply. Deep breath in, ready, go. Good job. Man, it's hard to warm up and know that I'm being videotaped or at least recorded, because warming up isn't exactly beautiful, and I want every note to be perfect, but it's not. And we can't be too critical of our warm up. You just have to let it be. You have to feel where it is and go with it and breathe and swallow and spit and whatever you need to do. And then we'll get warmed up eventually. But it's important to not have a sense of being critical towards your playing when you're warming up. You're warming up. It's not going to be perfect, but you're striving for beauty and you're striving for something deeper even. Okay, so let's try that one more time. We're going to try it at quarter notes. A little bit faster. Now let's tongue every note. Okay, so deep breath in, stand tall. Ready, go. Okay, let's try one other thing. I want to just practice the high notes up to high A for a second. So I'm going to turn it back on. We're going to do quarter notes again. And let's slur it. We're going to start on high D. So this D. We're going to go up to A and then come right back down. You could read it backwards or you could have your eyes come all the way over here. Okay, so here we are. Quarter notes, slurring. D to A and back down. Don't repeat the A at the top. Just go right up and over. Deep breath in. Ready, go. Good job. Now let's try it again. Let's this time tongue 2/8 notes on every note. So we'll have D, D, E, E, F, F. Only it'll be chromatic. Okay, here we go. Deep breath in. Ready, wake up a little bit. Ready, go. Excellent. Okay, now we're going to try just 8th notes. So one note at a time, going all the way up to A. Ready? Go. Excellent. Let's try it again. Same thing. Ready? Go. Beautiful. We're going to move right on to sight reading. For the sight reading today, we have something that isn't too crazy or complicated. It doesn't go up too high, but it does offer some good challenges. It has 2 sharps. It has some 30-second notes, some triplets, lots of dynamic things going on. So let's see what we can do with this. Remember, as you're sight reading, the first thing you should do is just sort of look over the passage. We're going to start at the beginning and play until this 8th note. Nothing too long. So let's see. As I look over, I see we're in 3/4. So the very first thing I want to do is sort of tap my toe and see how fast I want to play those 16th notes. Not too fast because I want to make sure I get every note. I also can see that there are 4 that are slurred, and then here there's 2 16ths at a time that are slurred. When I look over, as I start tapping my toe kind of slowly and thinking 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and I can see this rhythm here. And if you've never seen anything like that, I don't want you to panic. I want you to look at it and say, okay, so this is one beat. It's grouped up together in one beat. So I start on the C, and before I get to beat 2, I have to play these 30-second notes. Don't get too complicated. So then once you hit beat 2, you've got triplet, triplet. So in your mind you could think 1 E and a 2 E and a triplet, triplet. Just trying to get things settled. Okay? When you're here, you have bum, ba ba 2 E and a 3, da triplet, triplet. So you can start feeling these rhythms and see where you are. Okay, so I'm going to have the metronome on at 60. In fact, I'm going to make it slower. This is 50. This is more like what I was singing. Let's try clapping it one time through. Okay, so here we are at the beginning in 3, 4. Ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2 E and a 3 E and a 1, 2 E and a 3 E and a 1, 2 and 3, 1 and a triplet, triplet, 1 and a 2 E and a 3, triplet, triplet, triplet. Okay, so that was clapping it. We've got the rhythm now. So now let's see if we can play the right notes with the right sharps. The right dynamics, the right articulation. So we're going to do our best. Remember, it's our first time. Go for it. Ready? Deep breath in and go. Super cute. I love all these little sight reading melodies I'm choosing. Okay, so now we're done with our sight reading, but I'd like to always give you another chance to try to play through it again. So let's try it again. Now we know what it sounds like. Now we can enjoy ourselves a little bit more. So deep breath in, stand tall, and play. Good job. Okay, now you're ready to start your homework with all of the listening exercises I have laid out for you. So be sure to go to thecenteredflute.com and listen to the recordings and have some fun. I also want you to make sure to print out new copies from flute tunes of the Bach, of the Polonaise, and the Badinerie. And I want you to listen with the music so that you can make markings of new articulations, new dynamics. And I hope you enjoy the recordings. Sometimes listening with the music, especially in front of you, is one of the best ways to practice. So I hope you enjoy, and I'll see you tomorrow.